Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the middle of June. So this will be your mid-June bonus monthly update. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. I do not offer personal readings and I will not send you a message, so do not get scams. Let's go ahead and get in here and see what we have here for you, Aquarius. Now, I would ask that you hit the like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. And let's make sure all the cards are out here. There's also a link out to my Instagram if you'd like to give me a follow there. Go ahead and take 3 of these Kipper cards to clarify as we go along as well. We'll make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it for you. Aquarius, hope you're doing well today. All right. I think that's just about good enough to me. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, you know, this can be a card that does speak to potential deception from somebody in your life. It is interesting. I think that this is behind you here because we have this Three of Swords energy showing up in the past. I do think this is, it's almost like, it's possible that some of you are like maybe sort of picking up the pieces of the way somebody behaved or the way that somebody acted in your life towards you. There might have been some type of deception towards you. The thing is, in a more positive way, you know, the Seven of Swords may ask you to come up with a scheme or a strategy or a game plan, or take a clever approach to a solution, to creating a solution to a problem. This person's stealing swords, which is why this card is associated many times with backstabbing, lying, cheating, stealing. But they also needed to have a game plan to steal those swords. I should also say, by the way, that the Seven of Swords I've found in my work with the tarot in my personal life, as well as when I used to work with clients, I've found that the Seven of Swords does come in when people are gossiping. And so just something to consider. You actually don't have a combination of that for, I would like to see a 3, a card with the number, well, wait, we do have the 3. Actually, okay, we have the Three of Swords in the back here. So it is possible that in the past, some of you have just dealt with a challenging energy here. But let's just go ahead and dive into it. So in the overall in your current situation, you have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords, I really like this for you. We're going to talk more about this Three of Swords, but you can see the Three of Swords card here is on the banner above this person, and they are healing from the heartbreak in the past. This is a very straightforward, what you see is what you get type of energy right here that we're talking about with this Four of Swords showing up, right? And, you know, this can bring about recovery from problems. It can bring about healing from problems. It can bring about, most importantly, healing from heartbreak. It may also ask you to sort of create a foundation for healing for yourself, right? Like maybe this looks like you going to bed at the same time every night, or maybe it looks like you waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, which is hard, right? Many of us like to sleep in on weekends, which whatever. But, you know, you may want to create some sort of foundation in your health. And, you know, the Four of Swords can certainly talk about that. Now, in the problem position, you do have this Queen of Pentacles. It's possible, Aquarius, that some of you have been dealing with an earth sign here. You know, you could have been dealing with, this is the Queen of Pentacles. I've read about this card. I've read that the Queen of Pentacles achieves a high social status in their life. And this is coming in that maybe there's somebody who is, this is not a card I normally find about gossip, or related to gossip. It's normally, I normally associate that more with like Queen of Swords negative energy, but it is kind of coming into my mind where maybe some of you have been dealing with somebody who's an earth sign, or maybe somebody who is has earth-like qualities about them. And remember, the natal chart is wide, right? The natal chart is deep, so they could have an earth Venus, they could have an earth Mercury, they could have earth somewhere in their natal chart here. But it's possible that some of you have been dealing with that and you're looking to heal from this person. Remember, I do not attach gender to the cards, and so this could be any gender person, even though it's a queen, right? So just something to consider when you take a look at my readings. And yeah, so some of you may have been dealing with that. The thing is, the Queen of Pentacles is also a card of potential like financial budgeting, financial planning, like making practical choices as well at this time. Perhaps some of you are looking to take a practical solution to solving maybe a conflict with another person, maybe like a communication dispute or something like that here, since we are kind of building this narrative around communication issues. Now, in the past, you have another Swords card, right? So 7, 4, and 3 of Swords. The majority of the first cards we're starting out with here are in the Swords suit. Swords is, of course, communication, your mental process, so forth and so on. And, the 3 of Swords here in the past, this is anything that's heartbreaking. The 3 of Swords, you can see the 3 of Swords going through the heart. Obviously, the 3 of Swords can talk about breakup, divorce, separation, from like in romantic relationships. Certainly that can be on the table when you get the 3 of Swords energy. But it can also just be anything that breaks your heart, right? I mean, if you can look back to the times in your life where you have sort of gone through friendship breakups, right? Where a friend has come out of your life, that is heartbreaking. Or when you have, had to deal with difficulties in family relationships, that can be heartbreaking, right? And so, this could be relationship related here for you for sure, as we have this 2 of Cups on the board, but it could also be anything, right? And so the good news is that this feels like this is behind you, and it looks like there is something that clearing the path here for you. The future looks bright, and so do these next cards that we're going to look at. Actually, almost all of the cards here look pretty good here. And so it's almost like there's a new burst of energy for you here showing up. So in the future, you have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is a card of kind of needing to decide on which path to take. I do think some of you are making a decision here. This is oftentimes work related, as it is in the suit of Wands. Wands is the suit of work, but I actually think it's maybe just like generally in life you have a decision to make here. And, I think perhaps some of you, this may be like, okay, one path says, okay, the earth sign's still in my life, right? We're still going to be friends, or we're still going to be in this relationship, or I'm not going to cut off communication. The other path might be, you know what? I'm done with their energy. Like, I'm done with them. They're not supporting me. They're not facilitating my growth as a person. And that's what the other path is. And so some of you may be like, okay, which is the right path for me at this time? Can I see myself not having any type of relationship with this person? Romantic, non-romantic, friendship, family, whatever type of a relationship it is. Can I see myself just being completely done with this person? Some of you may be deciding to do that here. In the conscious awareness on your thoughts or on your mind here, you do have this 8 of Wands energy. So the 8 of Wands is really an incredible card of sort of breakthroughs. I love the 8 of Wands energy. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's things looking up, things moving, right? It's the clouds clearing in the background and kind of something on the way. You can see these wands are on the way. And, the 8 of Wands can refer to anything that is coming from a distance. So this can be social media, this can be phone calls, text messages, letters, emails, whatever the case may be, something coming in from a distance. And with that, it's typically good news coming in from a distance. So it's interesting here, you do have a classic combination of like maybe a long distance relationship forming here with the 8 of Wands on your mind. Some of you may also be thinking about travel or thinking about doing a trip or something like that here. It is interesting. Let me explain to you why this could be a classic combination of a long distance relationship, because you have this 8 of Wands on your mind, but in the subconscious, you have this lower spot here is what you can't see, the hidden, what you're not expecting. You have the 2 of Cups, which is my favorite romance card in the tarot. You can see that this is 2 souls linking up in this lifetime. And when you combine this with the 8 of Wands, it could be a vacation romance, somebody you meet while traveling. This could be somebody you meet online who's at a bit of a distance from you. This certainly could be unexpected. This could certainly be unexpected for you. There could also be just like, you may hear you may hear that somebody's interested in you or whatever from a distance here, maybe through a friend or a friend of a friend or something like that here. What could also be going on here is, since we are dealing with this challenging situation here in the past, as well as you needing to decide on what sort of road to take, what could be happening here is, for some of you, you may be delivering the news from a distance about this previous connection, right? So you could be the one saying, okay, we're done. Maybe you're doing it over the phone, or I don't know, something like this could be happening. I actually feel like the heartbreak's behind you, so I'm actually more inclined to think that some of you are going to be meeting somebody here just when you least expect it, particularly if you are a single Aquarius person here watching this, something like that here. Now, in the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Nine of Wands, setting a boundary for yourself here, standing up for yourself, putting your wand in the ground and saying, listen, this is where I am. I'm not budging. I'm not moving. These are my terms. These are my boundaries. And this is the respect I command for myself, right? That's what I feel like is going on here. Nine of Wands can be about perseverance, not giving up, continuing to go forward. But I actually think that this is about a boundary that some of you are setting for yourself. Boundaries are powerful, right? Boundaries, they are so hard to set for many people. And the thing is, though, boundaries protect you energetically. Boundaries also open up things for you. Boundaries also, they open up things for you, but they also, it's almost like a filtering, right? It makes room for better energy to come into your life. And so boundaries are extremely powerful in your life. In fact, setting healthy boundaries can make or break a situation. And I think some of you are doing that here. In the external influence, amazing, you have you. This is the Aquarius card. The Star card is one of my favorite cards to find in the tarot. This is a wish come true, okay? This is a wish being granted to you. And this is one of the major wish cards. So this is also a major card of healing. We do have a theme around healing here with the Four of Swords here in the current situation, as well as the Star card showing up here. Healing, right? Optimism, clarity, hope for the future, and even synchronicities. Synchronicities, the stars are within the universe, getting synchronicities and downloads from the stars, from the universe here. There is something interesting forming here with the Eight of Wands and the Two of Cups here, and now this maybe synchronicity or wish coming in from the universe around a connection, a blessed connection here between you and another person, particularly if you are single. In the hopes and fears, you do have the Moon card. So the Moon card can be about fears. It's more about the subconscious fears, right? Situations that come out in dreams. If you're somebody who remembers your dreams, you always have a dream, by the way. It's just a matter of, do you remember them? You could start a dream log, a dream journal. I personally dream journal. This is more about subconscious fears. It can say that some of you are maybe a little bit, trust issues. Some of you may have a little bit of trust issues here because of what happened with the Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Queen of Pentacles energy. Yeah, some of you may be finding it hard to trust somebody, and now it's like there's this connection coming in here, and this is going to be the next thing for you to sort of approach or tackle. In the outcome, you have the Magician. This is the card of Mercury, right? We've been talking about communication almost this entire reading. Mercury is the planet of communication. The Magician here, though, is really an amazing card of manifesting something important into your life and recognizing that you have the tools and the skills within you to manifest. All right, you don't need to you don't need to read a book, you don't need to take a course, you don't need to watch a YouTube video. You don't have to buy something on Amazon. The tools are already there. The tools are within you. You have what you need to manifest and to bring something into your life. Let's go ahead and take a look at these three cards here. Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. So you have the High Priestess, you have the Three of Cups, and you have the Page of Pentacles, okay? So Page of Pentacles says that your prospects in life are looking good. They are looking up. This can bring good news into your life as well, just generally, but it says that your prospects are generally looking good in life. We have this Three of Cups. This is my gossip combination here with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups. Sprinkle in the Three of Swords and a Queen or a King or whatever, a court card in the problem position. And that could be something going on here, especially because you have the High Priestess, which can indicate secrets being withheld or information being withheld from you, secrets. So that's a more negative way of looking at this, but I just needed to bring it up because I did talk about it in this reading. On a more positive note, the Three of Cups probably says that there is some type of celebration coming in here for you. You can see the cups are spilling over, overflowing with joy and happiness. And then the High Priestess just asks you to trust your intuition, trust your gut at this time here. And I think it's probably more positive because, like I said, it seems like the heartbreaks in the past, but now it's like you're figuring out how to trust again. And the Page of Pentacles does bring about good prospects. So in the Kipper here, you have the Distant Horizons, Mature Man, and the Official Person. Good times ahead when you get the Distant Horizons card. Take a look at this. The scene is bright, right? The scene is bright. It's innovative. It's unique. The skies are clear. And there are good times ahead when you get the Distant Horizons card. Mature Man and Official Person. I will say that if you are looking for love, less about age, but more about their maturity level, okay? There is somebody who's potentially coming in, and this may take some time to develop because of the Distant Horizons card, but this person will be more mature, okay? Whatever gender you're interested in, and whatever age they are, doesn't matter what age they are, they will have a more mature energy than what you're used to. They could even have an official job as well with Official Person. Official Person is actually my Human Resources card. It's actually a very good card to find if you're looking to go through the job hunting process. But overall, this looks incredible. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I will see you in the next reading.